Wishing everybody an early Shabbat Shalom. I'm Rabbi Michael Shields, Associate Rabbi here at Temple Sinai. And welcome to another edition of the Haftarah Drop, where we take a little bit of a look at the Haftarah portion for the week and give a little gloss. So our Haftarah this week for Parshat Bamidbar, right, the beginning of the book of Numbers. Our Haftarah comes from the book of Samuel. And often the prophets are, they're shaking the finger at the people, if you will. And there might be thunder, there might be revelation, but that doesn't occur here. There's no Sinai moment. What we have in 1 Samuel is friendship. And what's reflected here is a deep soul-level friendship. Jonathan and David in a field, speaking to one another through tears. A prince, David. A shepherd. Two souls who know the world is changing around them. And maybe that's exactly the point right here before Shavuot, because Mishpatim, this Parsha, this Haftarah, not Mishpatim, Bamidbar, and this Haftarah come right before Shavuot. And maybe that's the point, because Torah is not only given on mountains, because Torah is truly carried through relationships. Jonathan risks everything to protect the shepherd David. He chooses loyalty over power. He chooses love over jealousy, covenant over ego. In chapter 20, verse 42, it says, "Go in peace, Jonathan says, for the two of us have sworn together in the name of Adonai." At Sinai, the Jewish people enter the covenant with God. Here in the Haftarah, two human beings enter into covenant with one another. And both matter. Sinai, but also the personal. You can't build a holy people on revelation alone. You also need that interpersonal trust. You need that friendship. You need people who are willing to stand shoulder to shoulder in those moments of fear and transition. And Bamidbar, the Parsha, understands that too. The Israelites are counted tribe by tribe, family by family, person by person, not because numbers are what matters most, but because accounting for every person matters. Every person matters. Every place in the camp matters. Every relationship matters. The wilderness, both for the Israelites, but also the wilderness of our lives, can feel lonely. Life can feel uncertain. And Torah responds by creating community and holding up the value of community. And that may be one of the deepest messages of Shavuot. We don't receive Torah alone. We receive it shoulder to shoulder, soul to soul, generation to generation. Our Torah is carried through relationships. Revelation creates covenant, and friendship sustains it. The wilderness is just the wilderness, but it becomes holy when we refuse to let one another walk through it alone. And that's the invitation I extend to you this season. As we approach Shavuot, ask yourself, who are the Jonathans in my life? Who helps protect the best version of my soul? And for whom can I be that kind of sacred companion? Because before Torah becomes a scroll, it first becomes a relationship. I wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom, a upcoming Chag Sameach for Shavuot. I hope you will join us Thursday evening for Tikkun Leil Shavuot starting at 7 p.m. and Friday morning for our Shavuot Yizkor. And then for a special Shabbat service on Saturday at 10:30, the whole congregation is invited to attend my son's becoming a bar mitzvah starting at 10:30. And please do RSVP through the link so we know how much food to get. But there's a brief luncheon immediately after. Shabbat Shalom and early Chag Sameach.